steeped in history of spine-tingling glory, and at times you'll never walk alone.
This Monday evening encounter under the Villa Park lights pitted the third and fourth place teams against one another. Two historic English teams look to end the season strong after their respective eliminations from Europe. Alisson Becker, 7.0. The giant Brazilian was left helpless for the early equalizer as the ball found its way through a crowd and into the back of the net. A busy first half crept into the second as Klopp's men struggled to keep a vibrant home attack at bay. The former Roma man had a horrible moment after Villa's disallowed goal as he nearly gifted Emery's men a second goal. Midway through the final period, a superb save was vital to keeping the Reds' leading margin as he became one of the busiest men on the pitch. The second goal by the men in claret and blue was a tremendous strike, which the 31-year-old could do little to avert. Trent Alexander-Arnold, 6.0, the England superstar, was sluggish for the equalizer as he failed to adequately cover his zone with the advancing attack and cover his zone adequately. A quiet on-ball first 45 minutes was due to the Reds being unable to get a grip of the game despite the positive scoreline. As the game progressed into the second period, the academy graduate reaffirmed his control, and the latter stages were more measured and disciplined, with a wonderful goal nearly arriving late on. Joe Gomez, 6.0, the England international, was on hand to assist the Reds' second goal with an intelligent cross across the keeper. His energy and power underpinned a solid enough first half. As the game resumed after the break, the former Charlton man needed more and more to repel attacks, and the pace of the Villa frontmen was met mainly by the 6'2" fullback. Jarell Quansah, 7.0, the England under-21 international defender, was alert to scupper an early Watkins chance after he was perhaps guilty moments earlier for the equalizer. He was busy and physically strong when needed and was rewarded for his efforts with a brilliant header early in the second half. A powerful attack continued to knock on the Merseyside team's door, with the young prodigy standing tall to keep his squad. Ascending, the third Villa goal was a freak that had Tom Hanks in joy in the crowd. Virgil van Dijk, 7.0, the captain and leader of this team, were not at their best in a frenzy during the first hour of play. The open nature and largely unorganized midfield did not aid him, and it was a surprise to see the Reds enter the break with a lead. As the whistle rang out for the second half, the giant defender was again unprotected from the varying counterattacks, and he and his defensive partner had to stand strong against pacey attacks. Harvey Elliott, 7.0, the England under-21 midfielder, was vital to giving his side the lead, as his deflected cross found its way into the goal to open the scoring. Despite the positive start, the former Fulham man struggled against the powerful Villa side, yet was probably the most vital asset within a problematic encounter. Subbed, 75 minutes. Alexis Mac Allister, 6.0, the Argentina World Cup winner, was in and out of the first 45 minutes as he struggled to imprint his elite control on a frenetic game state after the restart. The former Brighton man was a little more active and tried to get the play patterns into his teammates. Wataru Endo, 6.0, the Japan captain, was underwhelming in the opening period of this encounter, struggling to control the middle ground and protect the backline. In the second half, the former Bundesliga man was a little more physical and steadfast in his work, with some positive recoveries vital to keeping his side in the lead. Subbed, 75 minutes. Luis Diaz, 6.0, the Colombian flyer, was very sporadic in the opening half, as control was lacking through the away team system. In the second period, the former Porto man was a live wire who attempted to penetrate the home side's high line. Subbed, 75 minutes. Cody Gakpo, 6.0, the Dutch forward, was alert to net the Reds' second goal with an instinctive back post tap-in. Unfortunately, stagnated play limited his chances after that, and the first half ended with Liverpool lucky to be leading. A lack of real cohesion in the forward line in the second period meant little arrived his way, which made his substitution inevitable. Subbed, 75 minutes. Mohamed Salah, 6.0, the Egyptian king, was effective early on as he created opportunities for himself and his teammates. The wave of attacks was reduced after the visitors scored the second goal, as the home side controlled much of the first half. At the restart, the former Chelsea man was limited of good service as the home side looked the more dangerous despite the scoreline.